Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 5 starts now.
It's more than just stepping up patrols.
They were not a part of our strategy last week. They will most certainly be a part of our strategy going forward.
Detroit police are responding to the violence downtown in multiple ways, and everything from street closures to curfew violations are on the table. And we thank you for joining us on the news here at 5 o'clock. I'm Kimberly Gill.
Good evening. I'm Karen Drew in for Devin Skillion. Today's announcement from the chief and the mayor is going to overhaul what people are going to see on the weekends. Here's the latest. It's a 12-point strategy pulling in surveillance cameras, undercover officers, road closures, and a whole lot of police. Sean Lay live in Greektown tonight with the latest. And Sean, help give us a sense of what folks are going to see.
And let's start right here, Karen and Kimberly, the liquor store where Daryl Strother was simply working and shot and killed last Saturday night. Now, walk with me here. Detroit police, this is new. If you call in a tip of someone carrying a concealed illegal weapon, you can get $250. That's one thing. You're going to see streets closed down. You're going to see parking enforcement, liquor enforcement, and noise ordinance as well. Now, if you're going to try to get into a business or certain areas of downtown and Greektown, expect to be stopped and put through a metal detector that's going to look for illegal weapons, just like waiting in line in an airport security line. This is a critical time for the city of Detroit after huge crowds and chaos last weekend with multiple shootings and teens carrying illegal guns and using them. In Greektown, security guard Daryl Strother shot and killed as he was just doing his job. If people know downtown and Greektown is not safe, they won't come. Businesses will be hurt, and there are big events coming, the Grand Prix and NFL Draft. The city and police know it has an illegal gun problem. There is so much riding on how police respond to that problem.
We are actively looking for people who are illegally carrying weapons, and I've directed it, and I'm unapologetic about it. We've got to keep this community safe.
Detroit Police Chief James White presenting the police 12-step safety plan. A big part of it, expect to be screened by high-tech metal detectors looking for guns.
If you are legally in possession of a CPL and you show that CPL, no problem. If you are illegally carrying a gun, illegally carrying a gun, you are not welcome.
Downtown also has a teen problem. Last weekend, teens as young as 14 cited for curfew violations at hours like 1 and 2 in the morning. Teens arrested for carrying concealed weapons. A 19-year-old charged today with shooting another 19-year-old in the heart of downtown. Millions of guns were bought during COVID. Kids are now getting their hands on those guns that are not locked up at home.
Frankly, people are more responsible with their cell phones than they are with their guns. They know where those are all the time, but half the time we talk to the kids we arrest, they got it from mom or dad or uncle, and you talk to uncle and he's like, I didn't know he had it.
Will people be okay with being screened for guns?
I'm kind of surprised that it's not already established in the first place.
Back here live. Some more things on this 12-point plan when you're walking along Greektown or downtown. You might be right next to someone, plainclothes officer keeping tabs on what's going on. Also rolling video boards showing you that there's live cameras everywhere down here and you are on camera. Let's get back to the teens here. Curfew violators scooped up, arrested, taken to the 4th precinct. Their parents called in, Karen, given a $500 fine. Back to you.
Okay, so Sean, lay this out for us. So if they're checking for guns, what can police do and what are they not allowed to do?
Big focus on illegal guns. That's a good question. We asked about that. There is no stop and frisk. So police say if I have a concealed carry on me right now or an illegal weapon, you can't tell. They can't check you. If you see something that looks like a gun, they can stop you and look for that gun. If you do something like you're speeding or some kind of noise violation doing donuts, they can search your car. But you just can't stop people and look for guns. There has to be a reason for police to look for guns. But make no mistake, they're searching for those illegal guns. They say they're going to get them.
All right, the chief taking this very seriously for sure. All right, we appreciate it. Thanks, Sean.
The man accused of attacking WWJ News anchor Jim Matthews and his family has pleaded no contest to multiple felonies. Arthur Williamson pleaded no contest today to first-degree murder and other charges. Matthews was attacked with a hammer last September at his home in Chesterfield Township. Police were called after his girlfriend escaped with their young daughter. Her 10-year-old son was found tied up in a closet. Williamson will be sentenced at the end of May.
Police in one downriver community are investigating tonight after a slew of anti-Semitic flyers were left on porches.
This happened on 2 different blocks in Southgate, and it has residents asking a whole lot of questions. Rod Maloney is live in Southgate for us tonight. Rod, you got your hand on one of those flyers.
Yeah, here's what it looked like. It was a plastic bag, and there was corn at the bottom of the plastic bag to hold it down so it wouldn't blow away. There's a number of flyers inside of here, much of which we cannot show you on television. But needless to say, the residents here are quite offended by what it was that wound up on their lawn. Overnight, Saturday night, Sunday morning, someone tossed these anti-Semitic packets onto front lawns only on the west side of Windermere Street. The writing so toxic, residents like Pat Dalton couldn't believe their eyes.
I was just flabbergasted. It was just so disgusting. Who would do something like that?
Debbie Higgins lives across the street and heard her neighbors talking about them.
It was something graphic about the Jews. And they said it was so bad, so hideous, that they couldn't, when they started to read, they couldn't read it anymore. They just tore it up.
We're seeing anti-Semitic incidents clearly on the rise across Metro Detroit.
And do you support the state of Israel?
Last December, a man shouted anti-Semitic threats at parents bringing their children to Temple Bethel's Bloomfield Hills School. The temple's rabbi, Mark Miller, spoke with us about this rising public problem today.
In the dead of night, they're putting out this truly shameful literature that nobody should see, nobody should have to think about. And it's obviously bad for the Jewish community, but it's bad for all of us.
On this Southgate Street, they're calling it a personal insult to them that any author thought these corn-filled ravings could have influence here.
So silly, so stupid that they would think that. I don't know. We're living in a different world now.
It angered me. Anybody that could put things out like that, I think is really, they have a problem. They have a problem with themselves, and they have a problem with what's going on in the world today, and we don't need hate.
Now, most of these were thrown away. The police department picked up a handful of them, but we were able to find one just down at the end of the street. It was still sitting there 4 days after it was delivered. Back to you.
Rhonda, what are Southgate police saying about this incident?
Well, we did talk to them today. They said that they didn't want to talk about it on camera because they didn't want to lend any credibility to this person, but they also said that there's nothing in here that was a direct threat to anyone. And so therefore, there was nothing to arrest anybody over, but clearly they want to know who did this, and they're keeping their eyes open for perhaps future threats or problems.
Yeah, I'm sure neighbors want to know who did this too. All right, Rod, we appreciate your report this evening.
Lawyers for Alec Baldwin say prosecutors in New Mexico have dropped charges against the movie star in the case of that fatal shooting on the set of the movie Rust. Baldwin, an actor and producer on that film, was charged with 2 counts of manslaughter in the death of Helena Hutchins. The actor was rehearsing a scene with a pistol when the gun went off, killing the 42-year-old cinematographer. The film is set to resume filming this week in Montana.
Take a look at this massive supercell tornado caught on camera last night in Oklahoma.
This was just one of many storms that just ripped through the central part of the state, leaving a huge path of destruction. Jay Gray is tracking that damage for us tonight as cleanup begins.
Debris stretches for miles, neighborhoods left in ruins. Every building on the campus of Oklahoma Baptist University damaged during overnight storms.
Last night, OBU campus experienced the worst natural disaster in its 113-year history.
Oh, that's a tornado.
A string of as many as 8 tornadoes ripping across Oklahoma. The storms killing 3. 2 of those victims in Cole, the small town on the outskirts of Oklahoma City.
Complete chaos. You know, we walked outside, trees everywhere. There's metal everywhere. Just everything's, just destroyed.
Power lines and trees pulled down as the system pushed across Iowa and Kansas as well. A day later, the extent of the damage still unclear.
These rural areas are spread out on dirt roads, on gravel roads, and it makes searching very tedious, meaning we have to go from place to place and walk up driveways and things like that to search these areas.
A process that will take days, while the cleanup and recovery for those hardest hit will take much longer. Jay Gray, Local 4.
By the way, as we speak, 40 million Americans are under the threat of severe weather through tonight.
All right, now to the weather here at home, and what a warm-up as we take a live look outside from our Mount Clemens sky cam. Sun was shining all across Metro Detroit, and we've got warmer temperatures after a chilly start to this week.
Yes, definitely. It is warming up. Kim Adams joins us. It's not going to last long, but that's all right. We're going to have a good time while it's here.
No, and I hate to state the obvious, but it's not as warm as we thought it was going to be.
No.
Let's just, I mean, it is what it is. I'm definitely human enough to admit when, listen, that forecast was wrong today, and I'll tell you why. There is an explanation. We had a little bit of rain this morning, and that kind of prevented this warm front from making its way to the north. But it is warm just to our south. I mean, you just go 30 minutes to the south, and you're in temperatures that are where we thought they would be, in the upper 70s. It is 70 in Adrian, 71 in Jackson, but you can see that warm front just not making it to Mount Clemens at 57 degrees. So definitely cooler, but look how close we are to the heat that we expected. Columbus is at 83, same thing in Indianapolis, so it's just right along that Ohio border, but not quite making it here to Metro Detroit. So your evening planner tonight, just not going to warm up much. We're in the 60s, though, I mean, which is still above normal for this time of year. We should only be at 60 degrees. It will be dry for the most part. There are a couple little blips on the radar that I'm going to show you coming up. But you can also have interactive radar for your neighborhood and see what it's doing in your backyard just by going to the Forewarn Weather app.
All right. Thank you, Kim. Much more to come on your Thursday.
Let's check in with Dr. Frank McGeorge.
Well, local doctors are seeing a mix of viruses and breathing issues this week, but many say it could be much worse. See what's actually helping keep a number of people out of the ER and the doctor's office.
A CEO slammed online for her message to employees.
You can visit Pity City, but you can't live there.
Why she's now apologizing for a comment some employees called a whole lot more than just tone deaf.
But first, why SpaceX is calling this mission a success even after the rocket exploded. We'll have that next.